Hey YouTube, it's your girl Davina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy, I hope. Keeping it sexy, child. We try to always. And today, I forgot to turn on my light, so I'm turning it on now. I wanted to do a pride look, and I wanted to do it fairly easy because Walmart kind of just made it easy for me. You want to know what I'm talking about? I found this at Walmart. It says the Pride Face Jewel, and it also has it in a different language, for $2.98. You got face jewels, hearts, and lashes to match. So I'm like, how can I dress this up, or dress it down to make the lashes the total show? Using my favorite thing in the world, we are going to use a Prism highlighter. I'm trying to get it open. Keep forgetting where the latch is. It's right there. Okay, so this one from Melt. This is called Ghost Light, and it's a multi-prism, like a multi-chrome highlighter. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I was so doing all kinds of other things, excuse me, that I was like, didn't you just film? Do you need to film? Don't you need to film? And I was like, you totally need to film. You took too long off being sick, and now you're starting to get just a little too lazy. So I'm like, get up and film. Get up and film. So I'm just put on some concealer on my lids. And I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender, because I don't want it to be too tacky, but just tacky enough. And blend it all the way to my brow. And I figured the best way to do this is to just pack it on with my finger. So I'm just going to wipe into it and tap it on, just sliding a little bit. Oh, and we have to use some colored liners. Something to just bring out that boom. I'm going to use it all the way up to my brow, just right underneath my brow. Give it that one and done look. I mean, it came off on my skin a little golden. I don't know if you can see that it's kind of golden, not just white like I thought it was going to be. Probably should, when I swatched it, it doesn't even give you the same glare. I don't know, but it's what was in my thoughts, the Melt makeup. So I'm like, just put glitter all over my body kind of thing. Alright, so let's just use a flat brush to get the rest of it on. You can try this if you're a natural lash girl. You can always add concealer to your lashes and add some loose pigments to your lashes, and it will look the same way. My lashes are so frail and so light that I'd have to wear colored lashes if I was going to wear them colored for anyone to see. Okay, and I wanted to make sure that was blended out really good. So let's just blend it up so it's not so harsh. I don't have my base done, but I want to do my base fairly simple, because if you can hear, the air conditioner's on and the fan's on because it's a very hot one. It's a hot one. So I'm going to show you what I do on those hot days when you just like, I don't want to look like zombie, but I don't want to also take on a bunch of makeup that I'm going to end up dabbing off of my towel and then having the results so everybody can see it. So what I like to do is I just use a little concealer to brighten up my eyes. And I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes. Look up a little bit so I can get it really close to my under eye. Some people say don't, some say to do it under your eye like that, but it's just my comfort that I like under my eye like that. You don't have to necessarily do that. Okay, and now we need to just add a setting mist or even a setting spray. This is a matte one because I like to be matte. I don't like to be too glowy since I'm already going to be sweating probably. Whew. This one, it's supposed to be a mist, but it's been spitting out pretty thick. Now we're going to blend this out with the Beauty Blender. Just to give me some brightness. In the light, it looks way brighter than in person. But we're going to fix it. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it. But what I prefer to use is powdered foundation and block off, you know, the oil while you can. You know, you already got moisture on your face from your creams and things like that, so it's going to stick regardless. But if you want it to stay still, use a setting spray that is crazy like mine. And I have to spray with my brush because it's so thick. So crazy. Dab all over. Dab under the eye too. And you're doing it in sections. So this one part of the face is going to be done first. So I like taking a foundation that I have repurposed because all my foundations were like all on pan, and a nice stiff brush. Fill it up with product, but not to the point of like cake, you know what I mean? We're going to dab it on the skin, not necessarily brush it on the skin. We're just dabbing it on the skin. And it gives you just as good a coverage as if you were doing it with the foundation. I like doing it in multi-sections so that it doesn't look too cakey when I start to brush all this away. Because it is going to be brushed away a little bit. And you can see the fallout all on my shirt. See how well it blends in? You end up using less product too. But it is literally 90 something degrees here where I'm at. I'm not going to play around with this heat. Stay in until the sun goes down. But I still don't want to melt off my face, you know. Tap a little bit more. And I'll use less bronzer, less everything pretty much. And I didn't even have to use too much foundation at all, because that blends perfectly. Then I like to take a little bit of bronzer, warm up the edging of my skin. Okay, so I've got the biggest showstopper on, which is the lashes. The band is very thick, so they're very low and they're in my vision, so they look like fans to me on here. So how was I gonna fix this? I have some liquid lips from Chaotic Cosmetics that dry down like liner and they don't move. And at first I was thinking just doing a some freckles, you know, cute little multicolored freckles, and I was like, yeah, do that because that would be better. And then now I'm like, you definitely need a liner. So I'm looking around for a black liner also, just to give it a kind of something to hang on to. Ooh, and putting on a liner is so hard with these lashes on. Oh no. Well, I can do two things. I can either destroy them completely, try to make it work, or it come out great if I was to trim them down a little bit. But just for the video's sake, it's a brand new unboxing of it, and I wanted to give it a go. But now that I'm thinking about it, I could have trimmed it down a little bit, and then like trimmed it this way, and then also this way because it fits my eye. Don't get me wrong, but it's too close to the inner corners of the eye. So I'd rather not have it that close to my inner corner. I'm going to use the, I think I'm going to use the green. I haven't used green in a while. And these are really cool. So let me show you that. It's creamy, like it's like a paint, honestly. I don't know what they did to it, but it's like a paint. So I'm putting this one on top and beside the green. Or beside the black, just a little reach across from the green itself, from the green lash. Try not to get it on the lash, but I want it to be really cute and prominent. My eyes started watering. And if I don't make a mistake, I can do to brighten the eye up. That worked. It worked to brighten the eye up a little bit. At least you can see that my eyes are open now. Because if I would have put black, it would have totally closed out my eye. It needs to dry down really, really nice to where it's not going to budge. It's not going to budge. It's not. I don't have to worry about my weepy eye. It's just not going to happen. So for the fun part, the stickers with the jewel. I don't know exactly where to place it. So I'm going to put them all over. Let's see. Because they're stickers right now. If they were taken off and used again, I would have to use glue to do it. But for now, it's good on its own. Still trying to figure out my placement. So the cheeks are definitely it. In my side of my head. And then probably my forehead for the last two. That way I have the whole rainbow. Like that. And I put the gold and the red jewel right in the front, so. Oops. Oops, he twirled a little bit. Uh-oh, it got bent a little bit, the yellow. I'm having a bad allergy attack. Give me a sec. Alright, so what do you think? I put a little glitter on my lips and didn't have a lot of glitter to make like the rainbow across my lips, but this green is what was calling me. So it's everything. Now, if I'm going to wear this out, I would definitely glue these down because even with it being sticky, they're kind of lifting. And then this one got twisted. But other than that, I want to thank you all so much for spending time with me. You know, I appreciate it. I really, really do. And if you're new here, hey, I'm your girl, Javina, and I love everything about everything and anything in between. And that includes you, my makeup, my skincare, and more. If you're into that, please join the hive. I'll be glad to have you. And if you're not new here, I see you, sis, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.